Hello, you're listening to the 77th ever episode of Chismes And Menudo. He is
Ricardo, and she is
Adriana, and we are
bettering ourselves.
What does that mean?
We're making ourselves better.
You said the same thing, just in a different format.
Yeah, and I do it every time.
What are we bettering ourselves?
Me and Jasenia are, at least. I don't know about you.
Was that y'all's New Year's resolution?
Yeah, we're kind of like slowly trying to...
You're too close to me.
We're kind of trying to like slowly... like we started working out more frequently.
You're so fat. There you go.
That much? Really?
You're so close.
We're not that close. Is it because you're afraid that I'm going to smell you and be like,
yeah.
oh.
Just say that.
What? This isn't like...
Okay, this is how you know that something's up, because I never wear a hat.
Okay, I guess.
Right? I never wear a hat.
I've seen you in hats. You've stolen my hats.
On the podcast.
Oh. Okay.
I've never worn a hat on the podcast.
Never?
Ever.
In 77 episodes. You've never worn a hat.
I don't think so.
I don't either. Luckily, we only have like 15 on YouTube, so
yeah.
Nobody can tell us we're wrong.
Right. True. Everything else is audio. Right.
Yep.
Oh my god.
But we do mention it every time, like, nice hat. Dude,
okay. So, what have you been doing this week, first of all?
This week's been good, man.
Okay, nobody cares. Have you heard... Go ahead. I'm sorry. What?
This week was good. Next.
What did you do this week? This week sucked for me.
It was good, man. I did stand up, worked out. I went to work. Work was pretty all right. It was kind of ass on Thursday, but was to be expected. But yeah, it's been like good. This year's been good so far. It's only been 2 weeks, but it's been good. And I want to keep it good. Me and Justine got a new gym membership. It's kind of a drive.
Did you get the gym membership because I keep calling you fat?
No, I want to be jacked as fuck. I'm going to start doing it.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, within like the next 3 to 4 months. Well, this new membership that we get like a trainer, like to kind of give us like a fitness evaluation. And then
I think they all do that.
Yeah, but then calls it? I want to get with the trainer because it's like a 2-month commitment. Like right off the bat, they're like, oh, if you want to do it 3 times a week with the trainer, then you have to be committed for it for 60 days, basically. Mm-hmm. You know. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do that. And then after the 2 months, I'm gonna just start like chugging steroids. I'm gonna be ripped. I want to look like the Liver King. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I want to look with that GHG gut.
What's GHG?
It's a type of steroid.
Oh, really?
People use it as like a steroid, but it was technically like the day rate job for like a little while.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Because it like passes you out or what?
Yeah, you just end up passing out. And you're not supposed to like drink alcohol on it.
Oh.
I think it's GHG or GHB. I can't remember the letters.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to start doing steroids like a motherfucker. 2024.
Do people know that he does steroids?
Yeah, he came out.
He came out and said he did steroids?
Yeah, but
I guess it's not a big deal that you do steroids if you're not competing in a sport.
Even competition, like I mean, all the like bodybuilders, like Mr. Universe or Mr. Worldwide,
Mr. Worldwide,
like all of them use steroids. Like, look at them. You can't get a body like that without using steroids.
Well, then how do you think that they like pass the tests?
They don't. I really don't compete. I don't know 100%, but I think there's some competitions where it's just like, yeah, obviously you're gonna fucking do steroids, but I feel like it should be like you have a competition where it's steroids, but you have a limited amount. You know, you only are like, this is the amount that everybody has to do, and regardless of what you say, like this is the amount that you have to have, and you have to test this much levels of steroids. However they do the testing, or if they need to figure out a way to test so that you can be like, oh, you have X amount of steroids in you, you know? That should be one competition. And then another competition should be like, I'm clean. All I do is eat, have workout supplements that are like not steroids, just vitamin supplements, FDA approved, all that. And then those people will be ripped, but they won't look like fucking monsters.
Yeah, they do look like monsters. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's it's like, wait, are you? That's a big difference. That's a big like.
I want to not be able to go through doors. I want to need assistance to wipe my ass.
No, stop, for real.
I want my toes to be able to crush full Coke cans.
For real?
Yeah.
Ew.
Right? I want to look disgusting. I want to be like I want God to be pissed off that I'm so fucking ripped.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
No, I just want to be healthier.
Okay.
I think last year around
You don't want to get like,
nah,
would you compete? We should have you compete in a Mr. Worldwide competition.
Mr. Universe.
Mr. Universe.
The Mr. Worldwide competition has been won by Pitbull.
By the Cubans. The Cubans took over the Mr. Worldwide.
Dude, he started saying Mr. Worldwide as soon as he went from Cuba to Miami. I'm fucking Mr. Worldwide now.
Sir, I don't think you know what that means.
That is a 3-hour flight. You're barely Mr. Atlantic.
Sir.
You're Mr. Coastal. Now he's Mr. Worldwide, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, how many years later? What did he win?
Hey.
Oh, no, you're right. You're
Hey.
right. I'm sorry. You're
We
right,
do not.
You're right.
We stand Pitbull here, dude.
No, I don't stand him that much.
I
I
do.
like that one song.
I love all his songs.
Are you serious?
No. But there was a good period of time where he released like just a bunch of party tracks, and that at that time I was drinking a lot and partying a lot, like with friends. So we were just like, I guess we're Pitbull people now.
We're part of the culture.
We're the worldwide crew. Even though most of us can't travel outside of the U.S.
For real.
Yeah.
I don't have my passport.
I just found my passport. Oh. Yeah, dude. So like,
You just found it and we were going to go to Mexico in December.
well, I found it before we were about to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're just trying to work out. We're trying to eat clean. We're trying to drink a lot of water. Just nothing too crazy, you know? Like I'm not really going to get jacked. I just want to be in shape. You want me to get jacked, baby? Like a bodybuilder. She said yes.
Just any like scrawny guys. She's always liked scrawny guys.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just want to be like healthy or healthier than I have been. We've been doing yoga.
Yoga's a killer, bro.
Yeah,
I did yoga once.
Yeah, yesterday when we went, like it was more intense.
Wait, where did y'all go?
This place called Move Studio. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from here. So we went and we just pay for like once a week, you know? Like
How much is it once a week? Let's plug them.
For both of us for a yoga class, it's $44.
Oh, that's not bad. Once a week?
Yeah, and it's an hour class. The dude is really cool.
$44 a month once a week?
No.
Oh, every time you go,
it's $44.
Okay.
They have like memberships and stuff, but we're just trying it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep doing it. Like we're trying to do it every Saturday because it's like at 10:15, so it gives us like these last couple Saturdays we've been like just out of the house. We took the girls to the dog park yesterday. That's another thing we're trying to do. We're trying to be more active with the girls. We we went out to dinner with friends. Like we're trying not to stay in so much, but not necessarily go out and like spend money. You know, we're trying to do things that are better for us.
Y'all should do like marathons.
I don't want to.
Why? You don't like to run?
It's hard on my knees now. Yeah.
But if you exercise it, it won't be so hard.
Yeah.
You gotta get them used to it.
I stopped running on the treadmill because it was starting to like affect my left knee. It was like clicking whenever I would run. So then I kind of like looked up a different way to do cardio. And there's this thing. It's 12-3-30. I think that's the way it is. You put the incline at 12. You go 3 miles an hour, and then you do it for 30 minutes. So the incline is higher, so like you're forcing your body a little more, but it's not as hard as your knees because you're really just like walking at like a slightly elevated
That's
pace.
actually the better way to do it versus just running on the treadmill. Doing an incline, I've seen. I don't do any working out, but I follow a lot of workout accounts so that I feel like I'm working out. Yeah, and I do.
I'm slowly getting to where like I want to be, because every time that I had worked out before, it was always like I need to get to the spot that I want to be now as fast as possible, and then I'd like tire myself out, and I wouldn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, I'm not ego lifting at the gym. I'm not doing anything too crazy.
You're doing like 5-pound dumbbell.
Yeah. I started with like 10s and 15s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I was
10s and 15s is like ego lifting for me.
I can do more. Like obviously, like I can do more.
Ricky, it's okay. You don't have to say that.
No, like I can do more. It's just I want to get.
You're wearing
like,
the shirt that
down.
I got you for Christmas. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. What'd you say? You want to get the form down?
Yeah, I just want to focus more on like form and breathing and shit.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of friends that do work out, so I just text them whenever I have questions. Yeah. And the gym that we're gonna go to, I want to do that fitness thing, the consultation, and then hopefully get a. They still haven't told us how much the price is for the trainer.
Did you ask directly and they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a scam.
Yeah,
if you ask directly, not that it's like actually a scam, but like it's kind of weird if you ask directly.
I think they said it was because it depends on the workout plan that you put in for the 2 months. So I think it might be like, oh, well, if you're trying to just gain muscle, because they give you like a meal plan with it too.
Oh.
So they're like, if you're just trying to just get yoked, this is how much it would be. Like, this is the plan. And this is how much it costs. If you're trying to lose weight, this is how much it costs. If you're trying to do a mix of both, like trying to get stronger and also lose weight, which is kind of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Then it's a different plan, probably. I'm not really sure.
Well, so since John started this new job, oh my God, he loves it.
Yeah,
but
that's good. I'm glad.
It's crazy. You know what's crazy is how like the difference that money makes, because it's the same job, the same type of job, working with more HVAC rather than just like
he was just basically like washing and diagnosing ice machines at the last
machines job. Ovens, like industrial stuff,
which he did like at first, but then John's like the type of person he already learned it, so he's bored.
But also too, John knows his worth.
Yeah,
you know, and if he doesn't think that he's getting paid his worth, he's done.
He's like, all right, I'm out.
He's done. And so with this job, he asked, like, he was like, you know what, this time I'm going to ask for like a ridiculous amount and negotiate down or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they gave it to him.
Oh, he asked, he was like, I want this. And they're like, yeah, okay.
But the thing with John, these past 2 or 3 jobs that he's had, it's been because of the oldest job that he was at the wholesale place.
Yeah.
He has such good customer service.
Yeah.
I hate bragging on John. I hate it.
He's your husband.
Because then other bitches will be like, damn.
He doesn't have time. He's working all the time.
I know, but they have time to DM him and shit. I kind of want to take over. That's why I don't ever like brag about him or like talk about him. You can't let these people know what you got, because they're going to come try and steal it. You know?
Also mention that he's got like gout and bad knees.
yeah. And pre-diabetic. And you're right. And 6 kids. You're right. Let me brag on my man. Ain't nobody gonna want him like that. No. So now that he has this new job, because he's getting paid what he wanted, he doesn't have to have another job.
That's honestly that's the best.
That's the best.
So he's
do you know how many years he's been working 2-3 jobs?
All of them.
Literally. Since he was 15.
Yeah.
And like, you should see how happy he is, Rick. You haven't seen him in a while. You should see how happy he is. Like, well, he's annoyed because he doesn't know how like the house dynamic works and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now that he's home more often, and I get mad at him a lot.
So he's just working a regular 40 and like 10 hours of overtime, or like?
No, he can put in as much overtime as he wants, and he leaves at like 6 and doesn't come back until like 7. So like the first paycheck that he got was 1 week's worth, because he came in the middle of the cycle, and they paid him.
Yeah, you gotta say them.
No, I'm not. The same amount that he was at his other job that he liked, where we were stable with him just working, and I'm about to get fired.
What?
It's because working at home and having the babies.
Yeah.
They scream for me all day.
Yeah.
And if I don't go to them and calm them down and put them in the living room so they can be calm with my mom, then they'll be screaming all day.
But if you're not at the house.
Well, this has happened because we were at that Airbnb.
Okay.
And there were no locks on the doors.
Okay.
And it's the way that house was set up. There wasn't like a clear like separation.
Yeah.
But now that we're back at our house, this is the first week that we're back at our house. Well, because I haven't been making my numbers because they just want to be with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And it sucks too because my friend got me that job.
Why don't you just talk to like management and be like, look, this is the reason?
Yeah. They like, know. I talk to them.
Yeah, you have to communicate with them because most jobs, at least most jobs that I've had, they've been like understanding.
Dude, they could have fired me as soon as you got into that new Airbnb.
Yeah.
But I was like, look,
this is what's happening. I have 5 kids and my house is imploding.
Yeah, literally.
And the Airbnb that I'm staying at, like I have 2 toddlers, like I'm trying my hardest, but I got a lot of shit going on. Yeah. And most jobs, especially like remote jobs like that, they're like, all right.
No, they're very understanding. I really thought like I was panicking and I was like crying. I was like freaking out because
John wasn't working that much at the time either.
Yeah, John, it was a slow period. That's why I even got the job, because it was slow for John.
Yeah. You still keep the job though, even though.
No, I still want to keep the job. It's like, it would be stupid not to keep the job. No commute, stay at home, same pay as I was making when I like was commuting like 30, 40 minutes away. And, but it's like, but I was surprised that they were like willing, because I'm not even out of my 90 days yet. You know, and they were like, even like, oh, that's okay. Like, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Maybe like they saw like what you can do. So they were like, oh, she's only not making numbers or not doing as well as she was just because this huge life event is happening. Yeah. And also,
wouldn't it be shitty if
they were just like, no, sorry, you have to.
You out.
There are some jobs that are probably like that.
I'm sure.
But I think like, I don't think there's that many anymore, especially like a corporate job kind of like you have.
Especially like after social media and stuff, they'll blow up your spot. Yeah. Motherfuckers will blow up your spot.
Yeah. Like, whatchamacallit, this was not, I think it was last Friday, not this one that just passed, but the one before that. I had texted Victoria because I wanted to know the name of her company because I wanted to apply because I was just getting tired of my job. I'm basically doing 2 jobs, right?
But you keep getting raises.
So listen, I'm basically doing 2 jobs, but both jobs aren't like, oh, well, you can kind of do this and then come and help us do this. It's like, this takes all day. This also takes all day. Balance it, right? So they find like I have like 3 supervisors. I'm in like 3 different departments. It's weird. But one of my supervisors, he was saying that they want to bring me into his department, which is the tire department, as basically what I've been doing, but only focus on that like 90% of the time. And then whenever I don't have anything to do, just come back and help with the other job that I was doing. Where I was like, that's fucking awesome. Because I would much rather do that. And he's like, yeah, since it's a department change and it's a job title change, you're going to get a raise. Yeah. So I was like,
that's cool.
Yeah. So it was that day that I texted Victoria. Because I was just like, fuck this place. Like, I'm doing too goddamn much. And I haven't gotten a raise in like 6-7 months.
You know, people typically don't get raises for like years.
I'm not people.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like John. I know my goddamn worth.
That's like, it's crazy that like a company would want you to do 2 different jobs and not give you a raise, because
they gave me
a lot of the jobs do that.
Yeah. So the way that my career has panned out, I've been here like over a year and a half. So the way that my career has panned out there, I started in one position. They asked me if I wanted to do something else, which would include a pay raise. It ended up boosting me up like $2.
Yeah.
So they asked me if I wanted to do that, and I was like, yeah, I'll take care of it. And then I did so well at that they were like, we're going to create a new position and you're going to do that. And I was like, okay, give me another pay raise. So I got another like $3. And then they didn't think that the other job that I had done, which was basically just like a special project, they didn't think that needed to be maintained. So I was focusing on training for my new position a couple months ago. And I only did that I did it for like a month. Like just training and just trying to figure everything out. And then my manager at the time, he's since left the company, but my manager at the time was like, hey, it's a mess back there. Can you go clean it up? And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess. Are we ever going to hire anybody to like go back there and take care of it? And he goes, no, it's just there's not enough work back there to
have somebody there.
There. That's a lie. Because I did that job for fucking like 4 months. I know how much work goes into it.
Yeah.
I know how much you need to actually do, you know?
Yeah.
So then I just started going back and forth. And like almost every day I'd be like, okay, this needs to get done. So I have to do it in the first part of the day, or this needs to get done over here before this certain time. So I have to prioritize that and prioritize this and go think it. Yeah. So I've been doing that for like the last 6 months.
Jesus Christ.
And not every day that it's bad.
I honestly, like, if they are giving you the raise, I would rather have like that much work, because sometimes I freak out, especially with like the new year, the insurance is changing stuff.
Yeah.
When like some people are just not doing what my job is or whatever.
What?
It slows down.
Okay.
During this time. And so sometimes I don't have work to do, and it sucks because I have quotas to meet. You know?
Yeah.
What?
But can't they also be like, oh, well, this was a slow period, so
yeah, I mean, they'll give you more work, but when I'm starting to slow down on like the amount of accounts I need to touch, I'm like, but they'll give you more. But it's like it is kind of like a little panic. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna meet my quota. I don't ever meet them anyway, but I try.
Yeah, fucking. I was wondering about that quotas because Jessica's boyfriend Adam, he was telling me about his job. He works for a car company, and he was saying that the way that their bonuses come out, like they have to meet their quota. Like say in January they have to sell 20 cars. Like the whole shop or the whole place has to sell 20 cars between everybody. And then after 20 cars, like they get commission on that, which is like $30 a car or whatever. Like everybody gets it. And then after the 20, it's like another $60 on top of that. Right. Well, I'm not sure if those are the numbers, but just like, nada más por decir. And then he was telling me like, yeah, but like around tax season is when they expect us to sell way more cars because people are using their tax returns as down payments, which is stupid. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
You can't afford it because you don't have them. You didn't actually save up the money to get the car. You just happen to have the money. Yeah. Don't do that because you're not going to be able to make your payment in 3 months, and then they're going to come get that hoe.
And it's embarrassing. We've been repoed. It's embarrassing.
Y'all have?
Not us.
Oh.
I mean, you and me. Mom?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Damn, I missed that truck.
That was sad.
That was such a cool truck. But yeah, dude, don't use your if you're gonna use anything on your tax return, just pay off debts. That's what I'm doing. Or
save it if you have the willpower.
Yeah.
You need the willpower.
Or ball the fuck out. Fuck it.
No, dude. Okay, so I know you said that you're like off social media, but I have to talk about this because it's insane to me.
I'm not off of it. You
need to be on it like all the time. What the fuck are we gonna talk about if you don't know what the hell's going on?
Just tell me about it, and then
I don't want to tell you about it. You tell me about it. Why do I have to do everything?
Because you're always on social media.
Okay, but
you're on it anyway. Like, what else are you doing?
What else are you doing?
What extra are you doing? You're gonna talk about it anyway, so you're just mad because I don't know it. But then you're going to talk about it and then I'll know.
I would like for you to like form an opinion.
Okay.
Okay, what? Kanye West got married to one of his employees, and I'm going to say this flat out. I think it's so that they won't 5150 him.
What's 5150?
What they did with Britney Spears. He's smart.
I think they could still 5150 him.
I think his next of kin has to be the one to do it. So but now that he divorced Kim,
okay.
Now they could, like anyone could.
Yeah.
But he I think the husband, depends on where you're at, I guess. Mm-hmm. The husband or the wife is like able to pull them, or like at least like, maintain their like fine. Estate.
Yeah. So he just got like some random gap.
Kim
employee.
Is so stupid. I would have 5150'd him. As soon as he started saying all that shit about the abortion and how when he was trying to run for fucking president. First of all, the fact that he was fucking running for president is fucking insane to me. And you know what,
Kanye 2024.
People talk
His
shit.
running mate is going to be Trump.
Is it for real?
This country, I don't know. This country's going to shit, and I'm here to watch it.
I don't think Trump would lower himself after being president. But let me say this.
Okay, then it could be Trump 2024 running mate Kanye.
That was really not good. Okay, look. People are like so upset about like Joe Biden. I mean, not Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden's running for president too. His peanut head ass.
Oh my god, that would be insane.
I like Joe Biden though. He's funny.
I was just watching. Let me finish a point. That's my New Year's resolution. Finish a point.
All right.
Okay. Joe Biden. People are so upset that he's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. But if we hadn't have put someone like, not specifically Donald Trump, but like someone like Donnie T.
Donnie T. The T stands for testosterone. The
people wouldn't have been so like desperate to have someone other than him that they picked this like 97-year-old decrepit
85
Alzheimer
89 87.
He doesn't know what's going on, and I get that he's not like the one making the decisions or whatever, but he's a face. I'm surprised we haven't been fucking attacked, taken over.
We have been attacked by the Japanese, and it started in the 80s. I have a new theory.
What?
Okay, so I saw this TikTok of like these two. I'm pretty sure it was like a joke. Like they were just joking around. But it was like this couple, and they were like super into anime, right? And then they were just like acting like anime characters, but like annoying, cringy anime characters, right? And I was like, damn, this is a Japanese payback for Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Japanese payback for their attack. Yeah, dude.
They're such perfectionists that they're like, we didn't do that shit right the first time.
They knew they fucked up. I was watching the video on, because I know like about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but I didn't know like the full extent to it.
Yeah.
Harry Truman just said, fuck it, I'm blowing these Japanese people up.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
That's insane.
Yeah, because the reason they did it was because they, like the Allied powers, they kept telling Japan to surrender, right?
Are we still a part of the Allied?
I don't know.
Did Trump take us out?
I don't know.
Trump took us out of something.
No, we're in the UN. We're still in the UN, United Nations. But anyway, so everybody was like, dude, Japan, you gotta chill, dude, and Japan was like, no. And then Harry Truman was like, you don't understand, dude. Like, you need to chill, or I'm gonna fuck you up.
What were they trying to do? What were they? What was Japan?
Japan was pissed off because in World War I, after World War I, Germany, the U.S. and Europe all got. Basically, they were all promised in the treaty. I think the Treaty of Versailles, they were all promised like certain amount, like money and like certain stipends and shit after World War I to rebuild their countries. You know, because World War I was like terrible, like it was horrible. You know, like and it destroyed everybody's economy. But Japan didn't get none of that, so they were pissed off at that. And then they came back and was like, "Come on, man! Like fuck this shit."
Yeah.
We ain't gonna go out like a little bitch. And these are all direct quotes. I am not paraphrasing.
Stupid.
So then
can you imagine?
Yeah, so then they were telling them for Japan, like, you gotta surrender, dude. Come on. Like Harry Truman was just like, dude, surrender, motherfucker. You can see what's gonna go down.
No, for real?
Direct quote.
No, but like he was like, you have to surrender, he was like, or we will attack.
Surrender or else. But also, even if you surrender, I really want to drop this shit on you.
Can you imagine the last like, okay, I'm done, and then boom.
Sir, Japan has just surrendered. And he's like,
oops.
Oh no. Split second, dude. Just missed it by a second. We're gonna blame history's gonna like oh, wow. The messenger that ran in to tell him Truman is just like, history's gonna blame you.
Son, you did not just tell me that. Or you told me too late.
Son, you need to work on your sprints. Right. Yeah, so
everyone gets a free membership. Only to do cardio.
And then that just started a whole fucking timeline where all politicians are just like fucking jacked
and on the treadmill, giving like the at the Oval Office, giving this speech and shit.
But like sprinting while they're doing it, they're like,
yeah,
Japan has nuked. But
their air control is
on point.
On point.
They're just running like 45 miles an hour.
Oh, God.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Buff ass politicians.
Oh, my gosh.
The only buff politician was Donnie T, baby.
No.
T stands for testicles. I fucking hate politics.
T stands for tits, which is accurate.
T stands for Trump titties.
Oh, God.
Anyway. Yeah, so suppose there's a lot of people that say that like Japan was getting ready to like surrender.
We went from Kanye to Donald Trump to Japan.
No, we went from Kanye to World War II, which is a logical leap.
Why?
Because he is a Nazi.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
But I feel like that in his head, he was like, you have to love all people the way Jesus did.
He's fucking psychotic. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's mentally ill.
He's mentally ill.
Somebody needs to put him away.
I don't know. I'll put him away.
No, I'll
perhaps down.
No, I'm not.
You get me?
My maybe.
Not put him away, but put him down.
Put him away, but then
put him away.
We put him away, but we put him down. We have his ashes on top of the closet, like I have my.
Dude, if I had Kanye's ashes, that'd be so sick.
Make him as jewelry.
Yes. Yeah.
Make him as like diamonds. Put him in glass, and then have people like do that fucking diamond tester, and then be like,
"It's fake.
It's fake, right?
Yeah,
because it's Kanye."
I love Kanye. I love his music. I don't love the things that he says, but I love his music. His music is fire sometimes.
You know, I was talking to you about like...
we are Kanye sympathizers at this
podcast. No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm going to get two big-ass neon signs that say Kanye. Donald Trump and Kanye West 2024.
That would be insane.
Yeah, right? It'd be insane if I actually believed this shit.
I know. Oh, my God. We wouldn't be doing...
Dude, imagine if I was actually like...
We would not talk.
I don't think we would.
No.
Because you're a liberal cuck. You fucking sheep. Wake up!
Oh my God. Okay, do you know about this guy named Andrew
Tate?
No, dumbass. Want him to. Starts with a C. He has this. He had this show called Channel 5. You don't know him? Yes,
Where's
you
you
do.
From?
Yes, you do.
Andrew C.
Andrew Callaghan or something.
Andrew WC? The musician?
No.
He's like big. He's like fairly buff. He always wears a white t-shirt, really long, greasy hair.
He's a white guy.
Yeah.
Callaghan.
No.
Andrew Callaghan. This guy? Channel 5. Basically, he was an American journalist, self-proclaimed journalist that,
was he the one that
started his career in a van with like two of his friends, and they would just go out in like middle America and just interview random people. So whenever everything blew up with like Donald Trump and all the riots, he was like right there. Like when they were looting, he was in the store with the camera and a microphone just interviewing people. He was going to Donald Trump rallies and just literally like not even asking questions, just sticking a microphone in people's faces and letting them go off.
Okay, I think I'm pretty sure I've seen some of his videos or some of his interviews, because that is incredible.
Well, it turns out he's a rapist.
Well, fuck. Lead with that.
Dude.
This is just like the time that Francisco told me Kevin Spacey was gay, but didn't mention the fact that he came out because he touched 14-year-old boys and had to admit to it.
Yeah.
He like, told me, he's like, yeah, Kevin Spacey's gay. I was like, what? That's cool. It's cool that he finally came out. I think like everybody knew he was gay. And he goes, yeah. He came out in the press conference admitting to touching 14-year-old boys. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Bury the fucking lead.
Was he a comedian?
Kevin Spacey?
Or just an actor?
Kevin Spacey's an actor.
Oh.
Damn good actor.
Not really. Not
what?
really. Not really.
What?
Not really.
What?
If you can cry in a scene and have that cry, that's the only way I judge. That's the only way I can judge like how good an actor can act.
That's a horrible way to judge acting.
Facial expressions. He has no facial expressions.
Not just crying.
Okay, not just crying, but like legit make me feel it. Facial expressions, he doesn't have.
No, it's the fact that he feels nothing.
That's Kanye. Actually, no. Kanye West feels everything all at once.
There's a picture of Kanye crying that always makes me sad.
You know what?
Anyway, talking about Andrew.
Yeah. And so yeah, he came out.
The dude in the van with the camera was a rapist?
Well, okay. Right. Okay, right. You hit it on the head or whatever the fuck that saying is.
You hit the nail on the head.
You hit the nail on that goddamn motherfucking head. Literally, like I didn't even put it together like that.
Dude with the camera in the van is a rapist.
Why are we surprised?
Water is wet.
The sky is blue.
No, it's not. It's technically black.
Really?
Well, space is black. And space is the sky.
But our atmosphere is blue. And the atmosphere is the sky.
Japan.
Guess what I did yesterday?
What the fuck is going on?
I went to see Avatar last night with the boys.
You saw it?
Oh,
what'd you think?
The best
Are
movie.
you looking for them?
The best movie I have ever seen.
Didn't you think it was weird that only one of the kids had an accent?
No, they all had accents.
No, not really.
Kiri didn't.
Kiri didn't?
But the other ones did. I heard it.
No,
because I remember because I was like, ooh.
Spoiler alert. The older one, well, no,
his was a little bit more, but I think maybe because he had more time with the mom, and the mom had an accent.
Maybe, I guess. There's ways to explain it, but like one of them definitely had a.
You could. It's crazy how like movies will let you know, like they foreshadow so much, like what's gonna happen. Because we didn't really get to know the oldest one. So we didn't really get to like form like an attachment to the oldest one.
I feel like it would have been better if.
Yeah.
The most that we could do was that
if the second son had died, it would have been, ugh, how dare you?
I think it was still like, it was still good though, you know?
No, it was still good. It was still good. But you could tell that something was going to happen to the oldest because they weren't showing him as much.
I thought the little one was going to die.
Oh my God.
The baby.
Also, like, what kind of parents?
Fucking kill the baby, dude. Yeah.
Are they? The scenes where they had the baby avatar swimming. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That was the cutest thing I've ever
What do you mean? Like, what kind of parents are they? Like, what the fuck?
These kids are out here, especially with the little one. The little one at least shouldn't have been like with the older kids.
Okay, that's fair.
I get that.
Would you tell yourself that when you were 12 and drunk off your ass?
That little girl was not 12. She was 8 at best.
How can you tell?
Come on.
Okay, yeah, she was probably like 9.
She was probably like 8,
but
7.
Still though, like they have older siblings.
It was so cute when she was like, I can't believe I'm locked up again.
Yeah.
It was so cute. The little baby avatars are so cute, especially when, oh my God, I would love to see that scene over and over again. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they just threw that fucking baby in the river. Figure it out, numbnuts.
I love, that's what they did to us. Numbnuts.
Numbnuts is such a
Anyway,
funny...
hold on. We didn't even finish Callaghan. Let me finish my point. You're trying to sabotage my fucking New Year's resolution. I was about to say revolution. Sorry. Andrew Callaghan. So it just came out that he's not raping, but he was like, it's this one thing that we talked about that was very important, that was very nuanced. Excited consent, enthusiastic consent.
What?
When it's not just like
Oh, I remember what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's consent. Like, yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
yes,
sure,
give it to me already to rip off my clothes.
Yeah.
That's how girls need to ask for it, for it to be okay.
I am so glad I don't have to worry about consent.
There was this one scene in. Why?
Because just saying, is trying. No, it's just because we're in a relationship. So most of the time, like when we're gonna have sex, like we're very boring. Not boring, but like it's really cool, you know. Like we were talking about our relationship like yesterday, and we were just like, relationships shouldn't be this easy, right? I was like, we don't really fight, and when we do fight, we get over it like immediately, you know. And I was like, is this supposed to be like this easy? And she's like, I don't know.
I can tell you that's not how ours was.
Yeah. Well, the added benefit of not having children. Pretty cool.
Even before then, though. the 1 year before. No, actually 3 years.
It's like, it sounds like braggy, but like our relationship is really like chill. and we can do like a lot of stuff together.
See, at that point, that's when I wouldn't brag about my relationship because neither one of you has
money
or no, like kids or health issues. So you're like prime meat.
Yeah, the other shoe's about to drop. God damn it.
What do you mean? What?
No, I'm saying like the other shoe's about to drop.
What does that mean?
It's like you're waiting for the shoe to drop. You know, it's like you're waiting for the bam. Shit. Sorry, Carlos.
Yeah, so that's what he was doing. He was basically begging for like girls to do it.
Begging for
sex. And like,
I beg for sex.
Ricky.
Come on. Just turn around.
Yeah, it was fucked up. But you know what? Like, what's crazy to me? Like, okay, yes, like all of that sucks or whatever. Like, of course, we all know that goes without saying. But like, it's kind of scary because he was going on like big platforms. He was on the Hassan guy. They were friends. He was on H3. They were friends. He was on a lot of like big podcasts and shows and stuff. And they were like, he was
What's
friends.
up with your voice?
I still have phlegma.
Oh.
And I don't know. I was hoping I was getting that Sophia Bush.
No.
Okay. And it's like,
you're giving.
Imagine if any of the guests
you were giving that old fish from SpongeBob. What are they selling? You remember that one when they were selling chocolates? Chocolates! They're selling chocolates. Why were they from Jersey?
I don't remember. I hate that fucking show. Anyways,
I love SpongeBob.
It sucks when like a big platform brings someone on as a guest and then they come out and do psycho shit, and it's like you kind of co-sign for them when you bring them on.
I don't think so, because you don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What I was gonna ask you. There's like, two different ways to see it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna risk like your
platform
credibility, blah blah blah,
yeah,
and bring someone on and then later find out that?
See, that's the thing, is you later found out. Like this happened with Andrew Tate and Tom Segura and Christina P. They brought him on years ago, like 2-3 years ago. Like, because
but they knew they were making fun of him the whole time.
Yeah. Because it was funny, you know, because it was mostly just satire, sort of.
It was like they were making fun of him.
Yeah. Because they were kind of just like, like he's just a dumb dude, you know? Yeah. It's like he's just a dude who just has like these ideas that are obviously retarded. So like,
you can't say the R word.
Are obviously R worded turd.
Okay.
And and they brought him on, and then I think it was like a year after he had gotten arrested, or not arrested, but he had gotten questioned for like the sex trafficking and shit. And then they were him and Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer were talking about it on another podcast, and they were like, Bert was like, "How do you feel? Like, didn't he just get in trouble for sex trafficking?" He's like, "Dude, I didn't know it at the time. Like, like I just didn't know, you know." So like, you bring somebody on because you think that they're funny and you think that they're entertaining. You bring them onto your platform. Like, we've had people on.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
We've had guests on, and like in the fucking future, they could get accused of like anything.
Yeah.
Rape, sex trafficking, not paying parking tickets, like anything.
How do you feel about like once you do find that out? How do you like morally decide whether you're going to stick by them through their like the stuff, or just be like, I don't care if it's true or wrong, just the fact that this could be brought up, like I can't be associated with you, it's just wrong, period.
I'd like to think that like this isn't gonna affect like relationships, you know? It is, but I'd like to be like, hey, like at least reach out and be like, dude, what's going on?
But
and
also,
just hope that person is telling the truth.
Yeah, but
because if they're going through a tough time,
if you have a platform, no, and it's not a tough time to say that they're like forcing girls to have sex with them. That's not a tough time. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, that's you being a shitty person.
Sexual assault is hardest on the assaulters.
You scare me sometimes.
Yeah.
No, obviously not.
Andrew Tate 2024.
No, my God, can you imagine? You can't even come to America.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Well, not right now, but
No,
he's kind of preoccupied.
He's dealing with other endeavors.
His brother got arrested too. They both got arrested.
Because, like, whether you like it or not, you are a content creator. You are a part of social media as much as you hate it. And you have a platform.
Can we quit?
No.
This is really affecting my mental health.
This is really affecting my, what's it called when you don't want to participate? My outsider status, my lone wolf status, my cynic status.
I'm a lone wolf. Have you ever seen those TikToks of people that like legitimately think they're wolves?
No.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking little corners and pockets of fucking TikTok that it's like, it's too much.
I don't even have TikTok, but they just get fed into. They get fed into. No, I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop using my.
Okay, let's the last 15 minutes of the show. Let's clarify a couple of things.
Okay.
Look at me. Like your whole body. Do you realize that you talk to me like this?
I can't think of anything because I had this song stuck in my head. I'm sorry. I don't talk to you like that. I talk to you like this. But then I'm also like trying to focus on the camera and talk to the beautiful people.
Do you realize that I only look at you and I never look at the camera?
You have to look at the camera.
I get so mad at myself.
Well, you actually edit the video, so like, what's more engaging? Like, what would you say is more engaging? Looking at your profile.
I can't talk to you.
Also, why you look like Eminem off of 8 Mile?
Thanks.
And you have the headphones on and everything too.
Thanks. Oh, I should put them on the outside, huh? No, then I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah.
And then what were you saying?
Put them on the outside. You look like Eminem. Start singing "Lose Yourself." If you had one shot or one opportunity,
shut up.
To seize every moment,
I love this hoodie.
would you capture it?
Lose yourself in the music, the moments you want to never let go.
He does not do that. Who are you? He does not. Fucking pirate ship, carnival ride, swing his head.
What? I can't hear anything. Yeah, so what? Like,
I can't believe we just wasted like 2 minutes on that shitty Eminem.
We were about to have a heart to heart.
Were we? Do you remember what you were going to say?
Yes.
Okay. Something about social media.
Do you want this podcast to grow?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, we're done then.
I'm going.
You have to like engage.
You have to.
No, I don't.
I know.
People watch the podcast because if you're the funny one. I'm the mean one. This is what it is. I don't know. I don't understand why. You know what? The fuck? I'm fucking tired of. I'm gonna take my headphones off. I'm gonna take my headphones off because I don't even want to hear myself. But fuck you, mother lovers that like to be like, I hate social media and it's like a construct to like imprison our mind. And we have a phone stuck on our hand and it's like not even like, it's like, I fucking hate you motherfuckers that do that shit.
Why?
Because it's like, it's not like, you must not have the willpower because it's not.
Yeah, I don't. So I don't.
It's not even like a bit. It's like, to me, it's like you would think too much about it. It's supposed to be something that's fun. It's like people that like take something and like take it to the fucking extremes, and then the people that are cynics that hate it when people take shit to the fucking extremes, but because it makes you look cool and it makes you like, I'm too good for that, or like, that's stupid. It's like pretending that you don't like something because people didn't want you to be a part of it.
That's fair.
But to my point, what we're doing requires us to be a part of that. The only reason why people engage long term with any social media, anybody, is because you put yourself out there. So I'm not saying like talk about like your problems with your girlfriend or like your money issues. Talk about your favorite food. Talk about how you stubbed your toe and it hurt. Talk about your thoughts on Syria. I don't know. It's like, give me something. Like, this is a business at the end of the day. You think it's like a fun.
It is fun.
It is fun, but it can also be something that we can fucking pay our mortgages with. God
I don't have a mortgage.
You will never have a mortgage if you don't get it together.
You know what a mortgage brought you?
Paid.
Broken pipes.
But you know what those pipe fixing got us? Another $100,000 worth on the home.
Really?
That was rough.
Look at the elbows. Look at the elbow. No, not line up the elbow. Just look at my elbow.
Yeah.
You get it every time.
Okay.
Anyway.
So thank you very much.
The reason I don't like using social media is because I've found a definite correlation between the weeks that I use it a lot and the weeks that I don't use it a lot. I didn't use it that much this past week. Not as much as I normally do. And I feel way better. So I'd rather feel better than to just... money. Yeah.
See, like, you going to the gym, you could have, like... taken a bit... What is such a big deal? I'm not saying record your fucking workouts. I'm saying, like, as you're walking into the gym, post, like, a little, like, 2-second clip and then type in, like, about to get yoked. About to get yoked. Or, like...
All right. You just want me to post stories? Do you just want me to post stories?
No, like... Ricky, take a picture of yourself every once in a while. You're a handsome guy.
Look at my story right now. Look at my story right now.
Your story is things that you shared about other people.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm a curator of comedy.
But you're also a curator of your old damn fucking podcast. Like, you're doing such a disservice to us.
Am I?
By not, like, showing who you are. Because you're the reason people come. You're the only...
I am not the reason.
I'm about to stop you right now. You're the only one that's doing something. Like, okay, that? I burped.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm the only one.
Do you want to also tell people that I haven't showered in the past 3 days?
That was you.
Okay.
Your words.
You really?
Do you want to shower?
I am going to shower.
Here?
Where else? I haven't paid my gym membership. Otherwise, I would have showered there.
I did want to go to the gym.
I don't have your gym.
Anyway. Yeah, okay, I'll start posting more.
And don't even.
Do you have that little tripod?
Yeah.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah.
Give me.
And it's not even like.
Give me.
Oh, now I'm gonna feel bad. Don't start with that bullshit. Ooh.
It's not about feeling bad. I don't know, dude. I've just always had a thing.
The thing of it is that you need to get it through your head that we're trying to grow this, but also that it's not that big of a deal.
I know it's not a big deal, but then I'm also just kind of like,
what is it? I really want to know what it is.
I like being a private person.
But you're not. I'm asking you.
This is mine now. Yeah, I need it. For what you're asking me to do, I need it.
Well, then you need to get that little...
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
I didn't ask you to do that.
What?
You go from like 0 to 60.
That's a normal speed. It's 0 to 100.
Oh, right.
0 to 60. You go from 0 to the speed limit. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Bro. Okay. Dude.
What?
Okay, there's this comedian. He is from Oak Cliff. His name is Ralph Barboza.
He's on my top 10 that I'd like to fuck.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Ralph Barboza?
Yes, the cute little dark circles under his eyes. Get me going.
He was on The Tonight Show.
He was, dude. He was
on The Tonight Show. I just saw it. Like, I saw that he was on there, but I just saw saw it on YouTube. So I watched it this morning.
Did you not? This is what I'm talking about. I shared it on our story.
Oh, okay. Fine, I'll share it too.
At least look at our story. Damn.
Look at our story.
Damn.
That's how little I support it. I don't look at anybody's story. Except the hoes. No, just kidding.
I don't think you realize what we're trying to do here. I'll show you. It's okay.
Can you show me, actually?
I will show you.
Can you show me?
I will show you. I did it with Victoria. She's not doing shit.
Will you teach
either? I really have to have a sit. The last let me tell you this. I'm kind of mad at you guys. The last sit down conversation that we had, you guys gaslit me.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that.
Both of you. And because Victoria, give me a virtual high five.
I feel like she felt that. She was just like, I feel good. Like just sitting in their apartment.
And I'm like, neither one of you. I'm gonna have to spank both of you.
What, bitch? No.
Drop your panties.
Not wearing panties.
You know you are.
I started going commando.
Me too.
Ew, I was kidding. Gross. Well, you just don't have any more underwear. You don't have any more clean underwear. Yeah, dude, Ralph Barboza. I've followed his Instagram and like I see like he's doing a bunch of shows like in New York and he did shows in LA. He's like touring. The first time that I went to Hyenas in 2020 to do stand up, he was there. I didn't talk to him, but like I remember seeing him. I was like, damn, he's fucking good.
Yeah.
Was and that was like 2 years
good
ago.
At that point? Like, was he already like?
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. I think he was known like in Dallas probably. Mm-hmm. Like that was the only time I saw him. But like I just remember thinking like, damn, that dude's good. Like I feel like that's probably it. You know, like that's what to aspire to.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
Like doing comedy. And now he's on the fucking Tonight Show. He's from Oak Cliff, dude.
And he's cute. AF. That little smile that he has going on. Ugh.
Yeah. Seems like he doesn't give a shit about you.
He's cute all over. Yeah, he's like that one of those like fuck boys that you want him to fuck you over. Mm-hmm.
But also
you want
like,
him to want to catch him in bed with 3 hoes and be like distraught and then take him back 5 or 6 more times. The 7th is a lot. He's not that cute. For 7 takebacks, he's not that cute.
I'm surprised like you think he's cute. I thought you would have been like, oh, he's like a skinny little dude.
He looks like a little Edgar.
But like his Edgar haircut is cool though.
Yeah, it's not like not doing excessive. Too much. Yeah, it's like
it's like an actual Justice Caesar, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like that's just cool.
It's like classic.
Yeah.
He's a classic.
Watch they recorded that like 6 months ago. Watch he has like a full ass Edgar. Ralph, we're gonna do a clip of this and then we'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, bitch, we the fuck.
And we'll tag you if you want to come do the podcast. We get like 18 listeners, but that's 18 new fans. So.
That's not. We don't.
It's probably 18. More than the fucking Tonight Show. I'm just kidding. Come on to the show, man.
He's not gonna come on.
He's not gonna come on.
I'm gonna fuck him if he comes on.
You're gross.
In front of you.
You're gross.
On camera.
Why? What is wrong with you?
On the table.
You're just.
I'm gonna be like, come here. No, I'm just kidding. But he is a cute patootie. He is cute. He is a cute patootie.
I think he's my age.
You know what I like about his what he did on the Tonight Show? He I like comedians that talk about their culture and their experiences.
Mm-hmm. I do that.
You talk about how your daddy left you. That's all how you talk about. You don't talk about Mexican nothing.
Absentee fathers is cultural to Mexicans and blacks.
It's everyone.
Yeah.
But
you're better.
But it's like,
you ever watch those videos of that dude who he'll do like a random sketch with like his daughter, and like the daughter will come up and be like, "Hey dad, I wanted to know if my boyfriend could come over." Hell no, you ain't gonna have no boys in this house. And then they flip it and like, that's not what you should do. And then he goes, this is what you should do. And he's like, hey, the daughter's like, hey dad, is it cool if my boyfriend comes over? Yeah, okay, that's fine, but I want to meet him first, and I can't be in your room. You have to be in the living room, okay? Okay, that's fair.
Do you know it takes like 2 seconds to make a teenager come?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
It takes like 2 seconds to make a teenager come.
Why do you know that?
Because I was a fucking teenager, fucking teenagers.
Oh, you were fucking teenagers?
Yeah, I was fucking a guy that was younger than me. By a year. But it took him 2 seconds. 2 seconds in the living room?
Yeah, he does. The guy does this weird thing where he's like, do better. It just popped into my head.
Ouch. Didn't that hurt?
No. Careful. You're going to get a heart attack like that Bills player. You know why it doesn't hurt?
You done it and I slapped.
What? What?
You it was like a thud, but I slapped it. Am I red?
I think I get what you're saying. You put more wrist into it. The only reason it doesn't hurt me to get hit in the chest is because
Can you really get a heart attack like that?
That happened to the Bills player. He got his heartbeat was super elevated, and then or something like that, and then he got hit in the chest in between heartbeats.
That's what happened?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It had to do with
me and Victoria were talking about that.
It had to do with the rhythm of his heart.
That's crazy.
Oh, what a shame! Damn.
Yeah, Ralph, come on the podcast, dude. Come on. I think George can put in a good word, and we need to have George back on too.
Yeah, I gotta have him promote shows, but he's not here on the weekends anymore.
At all?
No.
We need to quit our jobs and fully focus on the podcast.
I'm about to get a raise.
Capitalism. But also too, like.
Yeah. All right, I'll start posting more.
No, for real, Rick. Like we're not.
I'm just gonna do dumb posts. Like this is my left foot today. Kind of hurts.
Okay. That's funny.
This is my right foot today.
I wonder if Ricky's gonna post his right foot tomorrow.
Which one is it gonna be? He did 2 left feet at once.
Maybe a toe.
Maybe a toe. Yeah, if y'all want to see my gross monkey feet, let me know. What are the comments like on this? Because I don't see the comments. Do we get comments? Are y'all commenting? Comment.
There was just one where they were concerned about you dying. But we have one. Remember, we have one guy.
Oh, that dude in like Austria or some shit?
Yeah, he comments a good amount. Like really? Maybe like he's commented like maybe 3 times, but he's like, yes, more. Like he loves us. We love you too.
He's is he like German or something?
I don't know. I can see. We had said it. I couldn't pronounce it. Let me see.
We're not gonna call your name out, but you know who you are. We're gonna just say where you're from. And let us know if we're just like huge out there and we're wasting our time with these dirty fucking Americans.
Yeah, America's not all it's cracked up to be honest.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Did you know Sweden has the highest mortality rate or suicide rate?
Mm-hmm. It's because I think it has to do with the weather. It's very dreary.
Do you want us?
Dreary. Go to Australia.
And I need you to log into our. I need you to log into our social media and then post on it.
I tried to give you, ask you for the password and you wouldn't give it to me.
I need to give Leilani the password too because I haven't. She likes stuff and comments and stuff on other people's posts when I'm at work and stuff. And you need to pay her.
Huh? I do. What? No.
You're just gonna expect her to do work for free?
I didn't know she was doing it.
You know what I think we need to do is have Carlos and Isaac. Oh my God, yesterday when there was a really crazy scene in the movie, I was holding Lenny's hand like this and I was like, and Lenny was like, Mom, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry.
Poor Lenny.
I know. And the Lenny of all people.
Come on, dude.
Because he was probably there for a while.
Like, just like, okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Say something. Just say something. No, she let go a little bit. She like, hey,
whereas Axel would have been like,
get off me.
And Jackson would have been like, at the first touch, Mom.
He's not, his love language isn't like hug.
Who?
Jackson.
Yeah. But like
okay.
At the first like stronger than
like,
normal.
No.
Yeah. He's like, no.
I realized my love language is like affection.
What did we learn today?
I need to social media better. Will you teach me to football?
I will teach you to football.
Yeah, cool. And what else did I learn?
Andrew Callaghan is what would you call that? What he does?
He's not a rapist. It's just
I mean, but he forcefully got them to say yes, and then they did. And because they didn't want to the first 10 times, wouldn't that be rape?
Yeah.
Because one of them...
rape after the fact?
One of the girls described it as, if I didn't say yes that 11th time, I didn't know if he was just going to take it. So I just said yes so that at least I wouldn't get like brutally like raped.
Yeah. It sucks being a girl.
I hope you don't have a daughter.
I'm going to just teach her how to fight and give her a gun when she's like 9. As soon as she gets her period, I'm giving her a gun. Nothing crazy. Just like a little 22. Like, pop, 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 pop.
And then she goes to jail. And she's a bitch for another big girl in jail.
No, dude, she's going to be an 11-year-old in jail. Like, yeah, somebody tried to fuck with me and I shot him.
Juvie.
At 11 years old. Yeah. And then all the like 14-year-olds are going to be like, whoa, Don't mess with that.
And then when she turns 18, she's gonna moved up to the penitentiary.
Yeah, she's gonna fuck up some real bitches.
She's gonna come out of jail like, if she ever comes out at all.
Oh, dude, it'd be so cool if me and my daughter were like matching yoked. Like we're just both yoked. That's another reason that I actually kind of want to like work out and do and shit. I don't want, like, Jasenia's family has like tall in their family, you know, like you've seen her uncle, tall as shit.
Yeah.
And like all the height comes from the mom's side.
Yeah.
And her brothers are like bigger dudes, you know. I don't want my, like, if I have a boy, I don't want him to be like that much bigger than me, you know.
Why? It's crazy because John had to cope with the fact straight out because I'm so tall.
Yeah.
That his sons are going to be taller than him.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's the thing. No, I don't think Jackson's going to. Jackson might be like super tall. He might be like Gio, actually. Like, you know how Gio's pretty tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're all going to be really tall. Axel's almost as tall as Little John.
Damn.
Give him like another summer.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going into middle school too.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. By like 7th grade, he's going to be taller than me.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I just don't want my boy to think that he can like take me, you know.
I would find it so weird for you to have a boy.
Yeah.
I can see you as a girl dad, but I can't see you as a boy dad.
I want a girl. I also want a boy, but I want a girl, that's kind of like a little tomboy, you know.
Me, you want me?
No, you weren't really a tomboy.
I was. That's how mom describes me. She says that I never wore the dresses or whatever.
The dresses.
And I only wanted Converse because I watched The Sandlot a lot.
So you just like being comfortable?
I guess. Maybe that's just the girls being tomboys. I was a tomboy, TBH.
I don't think so.
I was mean.
I knew a girl that was a tomboy.
Athletic. I was a girly tomboy.
Yeah, you were probably like right in the middle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, I would want to have a daughter. Like, did you ever watch that movie with Carlos Mencia?
No.
Angela Johnson and America Ferrera?
No, fool.
It's the one where she.
It's crazy to me how Carlos Mencia hasn't come back. Like,
I think he's touring.
He's touring,
yeah.
But he doesn't like.
That's the thing about comedy is like if you're not like as big as like Kevin Hart or Gabriel Iglesias or like Rogan or Segura or any of them, mm-hmm. where like kind of later they're just like household names.
Yeah.
You don't really realize the amount of like working comedians.
Yeah, that's true.
That there are, and then you'll drive by like the Addison Improv, and it'll be like, oh, Joe Smith is selling out 3 shows. Like, you know, fucking how much it takes to sell out 3 shows, even just at the Improv. Especially if like they break curtain, because the Improv is like the stage is like right here, and then there's a section of seats, and then they have a curtain. But if they break that curtain, that means they sold more seats. Mm-hmm. So they have to fill up the whole room. When me and Jasenia went to go watch Tom Segura when he was doing his Spanish tour, I think like in 2020, we were sitting behind where the curtain would have been because he like packed it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's Tom Segura. But like even just there's this guy, his name is Stavros Halkian. He's a comedian, and he can sell out like at least like 2 shows at comedy clubs because he's getting big, you know. But he's not a household name, so people don't know, you know. Like when people say their favorite comedians, like Dave Chappelle, others, mm-hmm. But then they don't like. There's just such a small amount of comedians that are working, making a good living, just traveling. Yeah. One of the best comedians, his name is Chad Daniels, and he's funny as fuck. But he just recently did 2 specials back to back. He recorded, like, because normally when you record a special, you have to do it to where it's like, okay, I'm going to do 4 shows, record all of them, and then we're going to mash them all together, sort of. Like, mm-hmm. Most of the time it'll be like 90% or 80% of one show, and then you have to get like the 20% of another show to make it good, you know?
Yeah.
He did 2 recordings, an hour each, like different hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Back to back?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Probably hasn't even been one.
So he did one. He has a bunch of hours. He has like his Chad Daniels.
Oh.
Funny as fuck. So funny.
I didn't look him up.
But he's not like a household name.
Yeah.
And then also,
but he's like known.
He's big.
How do you find comedians if you don't find them on social media? Then, like, how can someone find him?
Podcasts.
Yeah,
and I've been you gotta understand. I've been listening to comedy basically since I was like 15, maybe younger. Mm-hmm. No, younger. Yeah, since like middle school. So like I kind of always just like.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you find them?
It just happens.
They're not on social media.
What I used to do when I worked at this one warehouse, I would have my headphones on all the time, and I had Pandora. This is before I had Spotify. So I was like, let me see if I can find like a comedian's shit on here. So I just did like U.S. comedians or some shit like that, and then
you could do that
on Pandora. Yeah, they have albums. Comedians have albums.
See, that's the thing that like we should probably be getting out there and like talking more about. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know that. Mm-hmm. I only know the ones that are like on social media and the ones that are like super big, you know?
Yeah. There's still a bunch of comedians that I don't know or that I haven't listened to just because like I've heard the names, but I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I just haven't seen their comedy, you know? Mm-hmm.
But they purposely don't put it out there?
No, they do. But it just depends on who wants to listen to them. And then they have like a core amount of fans and they might have only been in it for like 10 years. Like Ralph Barbosa right now, we know him mostly because he's from fucking Oak Cliff. Mm-hmm. But somebody that doesn't watch the Tonight Show or doesn't follow him on Instagram in like Chicago is not going to know who he is. Well, I think he has like done shows in Chicago, but that's the thing. He's at the point of his career where he's like traveling and he's like doing all this shit. Like he's doing all these shows and he did the fucking Tonight Show.
I can't believe that is so awesome. Yeah. It just,
but like
we're little Latinos, like just looking up to other like Latinos that are making it big. It feels so good and warm in my heart. Yeah. I can't wait till George gets up. George is good.
Yeah.
Like
George is funny.
George is good. I love
since he's doing Austin, there's this big podcast. It's a live podcast with this comedian named Tony Hinchcliffe.
Kill Tony.
Yeah, Kill Tony.
I watch it.
He did Kill Tony. Oh, you watch it?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know you watched it. I don't know watch it.
It's cringy though. Kind of. I have to stop.
Some of it sometimes.
I have to stop a little bit.
When him and Tony Hinchcliffe and David Lucas, like this big fat black dude, whenever they're going back and forth, it's funny as shit.
Yeah, I love him though, Tony.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's kind of.
I think he's at the Improv. I think he was there this weekend.
I would love to like go like together and watch shows. That'd be cool.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, like there's no like set way that stand-up can go.
Yeah.
So you can have people that like, oh, I have no idea who that is. Really? They just sold out like a theater tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know them.
That's crazy. How do you? That's what I'm saying. How do you find them?
YouTube, podcasts.
Just
podcasts. Yeah, and then like I said, I was just listening. Like Pandora would just like randomly put shit together.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I started listening to Rogan, honestly, because I heard like one of his bits from like an old album from like 2005, and I was trying so hard not to laugh because I was at work, but it was like super funny. And then I looked up on YouTube. YouTube is your friend. Like if you want to just look up stand-up comedians, like ones that you really want to fuck with.
I think that's what I'm gonna do now too.
Yeah, just look up stand-up comedy, and then it'll come up like a lot of them.
I need to do like a quick like update on my singing thing that I want to start doing.
Oh.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
But I've just been
I've been singing in the shower.
Okay. I've been practicing my scales.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's all I have.
I wish there was something like that for comedy, like practice this and
I think honestly, I think if you go to do improv, it opens up a whole nother like
yeah. It'll unlock something.
Yeah, it has to because there's just so much
it's like a
you have to
even if
like
it's just for fun.
Huh?
Even if it's just for fun. I got this pimple on my stomach. You can see it.
Mm-hmm. It's probably an ingrown hair.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Or pimple.
Shit's bugging the shit out of me, and then my tummy kind of like sits over my belt sometimes, and it's like right on there.
How does it feel? I want to know how it feels. You making fun of me for being fat all these years?
I didn't make fun
How
of you.
does it feel?
I did not make fun of you.
Little shit.
I never made fun of you for being fat.
Have your belly plop over your pants. Tell me, please. How does it feel?
I never made fun of you for being fat.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I would only do it in retaliation to you calling me something.
And also I want to clarify something, okay, that I was listening to on our last podcast. How dare you look at your watch when I'm talking to you? Do you not want me to say it?
No, say it.
The fact that you say that I talk shit to you in front of family members is ludicrous.
You block it out.
No.
You block it out. Yeah. It's not that you block it out, but like...
I've only done it like once. You act like I do it all the time.
Every time.
No, I don't, Rick.
Every time. Nah.
You're so mean.
No, you have done it though.
No, I've done it, but you act like
it's not
I
like
do
the worst
all
thing
the
ever.
time.
No.
It made me feel really sad, especially you know how guilty I feel.
I don't.
You don't know what?
I don't know how guilty you feel.
I feel guilty for treating you like shit when we were little.
Yeah, I got over it.
Okay, but you have.
Oh.
I haven't.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm processing.
You don't have to feel bad. It made me who I am.
Suicidal.
I'm not that suicidal anymore.
But
it's still there.
No, you were. Like, I was concerned.
I just wouldn't do it though.
Yeah.
Because then I'd have to learn how to tie a noose. And it's very hard to learn how to tie a noose. Tying knots is difficult. I'm just be happy.
That's why.
Just be happy I wasn't in Boy Scouts. Get closer to the microphone, dummy. Get closer to the microphone. Be professional. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Well, you're not. But you
so
right?
we can't both be unprofessional. One of us has to steer this goddamn ship.
Why does it have to be
Would you say
me?
Would you say that people are mostly tuning in for me? Me? Hello, me.
Well, the reason that I say that is because out of the two of us, you're the only one that's like doing something outside of the podcast that's bringing in listeners. Because now we know that you're a comedian. Now we know that you do spots and you're also bringing on your comedic guests. And basically this podcast has turned into like a comedy podcast.
Cool. We didn't know what this was for a while.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice if the people that are coming to actually see you actually know a little bit about you on social media.
You ain't gotta know shit. Y'all think my name is Ricky.
They're already coming to like hear you and you don't even post anything ever, really.
What do you mean?
Like now it's like like people are listening in to like listen to you and like talk to you and or like, you know.
Who?
Well, like whoever we have a lot of listeners and
who would listen to this garbage? This dumpster fire that we do every week and just like kind of shit on. I'm just kidding. It's because I'm shy.
You're doing the opposite of what I need you to do.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Listen here, if you're coming
but
here.
But like if they're coming here and we have the number that we have right now. And we know it's because since you started comedy and since you started like coming out with it and saying your stand up and stuff. And like you had your show. I don't know what our numbers are. Yeah, like you don't know anything.
I don't know nothing.
Let's be real.
I don't know nothing.
Like imagine if you like started like posting and like putting your personality and posting your stand up.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
It would be like you would.
That's why I got the thing.
What?
I just didn't want to wait for 3-day shipping from Amazon.
I have like 5 of those.
What? Had Amazon right here.
You didn't ask. You never asked.
I did ask.
I could go and record them for you.
Nah.
You could have a friend go and record them for you.
Yeah, I got people there that can do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You should do it.
I don't know, dude. There's something wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, there's something wrong with me. I'm incredibly insecure, even though like I can feel comfortable with you and like my friends, and I'll usually like around my friends I'll be the more lively one.
Yeah.
But around strangers I'm just very like yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm a little boy.
Again, I'm not saying that you have to like make it your diary, but if you like post what you're eating, that shows like, oh, he likes ramen, or oh, he loves this type of restaurant.
Why
he goes there every day.
Y'all ain't gotta know that shit.
Okay. I'm done.
I'm just kidding.
I can't take off my headphones because I've already had them off, but I'm
You've
done.
had them off for a minute. All right, yeah, I'll start posting more.
But you know, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, unless you really don't want to, and all you're doing this for is to have me come over and bitch at you for an hour, then okay.
This is honestly just fun.
No, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I don't want you to think that I'm saying that the only thing I'm focused on is like the business side, because it is fun.
Yeah, I feel like you're just telling me like, dance, monkey. I'm like,
are you serious?
I don't feel like dancing right now, man. I just want to sway.
I mean, could you at least like do a little like yeah, you're not even swaying though, asshole.
You know what song I have in my head right now?
What?
Smooth operator. That song always makes me sway, dude. And it's mostly involuntary. Once I get a minute into that song, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm moving. Fuck, Sade, goddamn.
You're so stupid, I swear. Maybe you shouldn't be posting on social media.
Yeah, dude, what if we get in trouble? What if I get in trouble?
You are so right. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Never mind. Dude, don't do it. I am not going to give you our password.
Dude, I've endorsed Trump like 12 times on this podcast alone on this episode.
Well, at least we'll get some kind of fans. All right, guys, that's been it for this week's episode. Make sure you follow our social medias. Hopefully, Ricky really will start posting on there. And we'll see you next week. Oh, we didn't do a song of the week. Ricky, come on.
What?
And last week I didn't even post about it.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing too. It's like, am I going to work or am I going to grow this? Because I can't do both.
What?
That's my dilemma.
Are you going to quit your job? Or are you going to get fired?
I don't want to quit my job. Am I going to get fat?
Fired.
If I get fired, I'm not getting another job. I'll just grow this.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, Jackie Chan.
Okay. Okay, no song of the week.
We suck, dude.
We suck so bad. We have to start having like daily meetings and stuff. Okay, this turned into like a
business
meeting. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Maybe.